Hello, I'm Sally Green and I'm going to talk about travelling with anxiety. I've been watching a couple of other YouTube videos about anxiety and travel, so it's inspired me to do my own. I've had anxiety for about over 40 years. It started when I was very young and I've had lots of therapy for it. And while I'm back in England now, I tend to be quite good. So I've got quite quite a busy life, and I do lots of things, and I have lots of friends, and I'm a mother, and I've got dogs, and a busy job, and things like that. So that seems to be going quite well after quite a lot of therapy. However, I do like to travel, and when you're travelling and you're an anxiety sufferer or supposedly ex-anxiety sufferer, anxiety comes really back into play and takes you by surprise in quite nasty, what do you call it, size, however you say that. So, like, I've just, from watching another lady's video about anxiety, one of her problems with plane flying is the turbulence, and that's my exact problem as well. I find turbulence just absolutely unbearable because my brain immediately starts to think that we're going to go down or something awful and terrible is happening, and so I have to tell myself, look, it's just a bit of turbulence. It could be a pocket in the air, or it's normal. I've spoken to a pilot friend about this before, and it is normal to have these sort of drops and going up and down in the plane a bit. I haven't really had anything very. I haven't been through like massive storm. I have been through a few storms and things, but what I'm saying is probably a little bit of turbulence is kind of okay. But how do we steady our minds when this is going on? How do we allow the turbulence to not kind of throw us into an anxiety attack or whatever? So that's one thing that can be a problem with travel. Another one is travelling on foreign roads. I find my partner's been driving and we're on the other side of the road because we're in Spain at the moment, and I find it really, I get on edge when someone's driving anyway, because I've been in a car accident and I sometimes think that they're not leaving enough distance. And so with this Spain journey, finding each car journey quite anxious causing, because we don't always know the way, and are we going the right. We were on the motorway and he pulled off because we thought he was going the wrong way, and then I was thinking, but when you get back on, you're going to be going into oncoming traffic, because he didn't seem to realise that you couldn't go up that way. And so there's been a bit of tension in our relationship as well, where because it's hard for someone without anxiety to understand what it feels like for someone with anxiety. They just cannot possibly understand it, even though they try to be compassionate. It's just impossible unless you've actually been there. And because it's so deep rooted in me, and I have done work on it, but then sometimes that all goes out of the window, because as my therapist says, your mind is stronger than what you know sometimes. So your mind it can start to play tricks on you, or the thoughts can take over. So even if you've had hypnotherapy or something like that, your mind can just start to mess you up again. So that's it's a daily constant challenge. And another thing I got from watching the videos is that it's worth it. So even though we're having this stress and this anxiety and actually can't really relax on holiday, unless you're going to like a 2-week or 3-week villa holiday where you just arrive and you've done all the travelling and that's all out of the way and the logistics are sorted, and you get to the villa, that's your home then for 2 or 3 weeks, and you can just make yourself at home, relax by the pool, read books, all that sort of thing, have fun with the people you're with, cook meals, go to the little supermarket, go to the little bars, beach, all that stuff. is great. But when you're still, like what we're doing at the moment is we're travelling to some different places. We don't always know where we're going to stay. We're going to see friends and things like that. That really kind of can be a big challenge to me, because I'd rather just have a home from home and feel happy there and secure there, and then know that the day we leave is the day we go back home. So, but I still am glad I'm doing it. Like yesterday, I didn't go to the lake. He went to a beautiful lake, and I just needed to stay still. I couldn't go with him. I said, please don't make me go with you. So he went off and explored this lake. It was beautiful, and he sent me a photo of it. And so today, this afternoon, he's gone off to do some work with a friend of ours this morning, and then he will come back at lunchtime and we'll go to the lake together. And I guess I'm not too worried about it now, because he's already been there and he's already come back alive. I mean, how silly am I? I sensationalise just small things. It is really, really silly, and I know it's silly. It's just, how do I take control of my thoughts and not feel like everything's out of control and that something's going to happen, and it's all, you know, the mountainous roads and the bad driving and all that sort of thing. I need to focus on other things. It's just so stupid because it's a waste of energy. I really dislike it. So if any of you have any tips, if you've watched this and if you've got any anxiety tips, I'll share any that I've come across, and if you can share any as well, that'd be brilliant. Thanks for watching.